This is the Ohio AgNet from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF and Certain Corn Herbicide. Unleash residual power early to allow for pre or post application to attack weeds at their weakest. I'm Ty Higgins at Sunrise Cooperative in South Charleston for their FFA Career Day. Morgan Niedermeyer joins me, Vice President of Marketing with Sunrise. And Morgan, for folks who aren't here with us, paint the picture. What's happening at Sunrise Cooperative today?
You know, what these FFA students could look forward to today is learning a little about the different areas in agriculture, especially at Sunrise, from our grain division, energy division, agronomy, even looking at some equipment for when you're out in the field for in-field preparations and things like that. And we also, not to be outdone, we have a leadership stop. So a little bit talking about resume building and good interviewing skills so they can go and find that first job here once they graduate high school.
Many kids don't understand the opportunities that are out there for them, and you mentioned the diversity of Sunrise. What a great opportunity to learn about different aspects of agriculture, and really the technology aspect has to be exciting for these kids as well.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, at each of these stops, I mean, there's so much they can cover, but we have employees in all different areas of our company at each of those stations, and they're going to tell what they do on a day-to-day basis, whether it's from the technology standpoint, from it's an applicator to office work, and then their career path to get to where they are, what it took, training, schooling, things like that, what their future could look like and that path could carve out to be.
And that future path could lead right here to Sunrise.
Oh, absolutely. We love to have, today is just one of 5 days that we are having over the next 2 weeks. And we're ecstatic. We're upwards of having nearly 30 FFA chapters visiting one of our facilities. So it's very exciting, great opportunity. We'd love to have every one of them come work for us.
You have a little bit of a conundrum in the fact that there are some people within your organization that are retiring out, right? In pretty large numbers. Those holes need filled. What does that look like? Is the pipeline of young people coming into agriculture going to be enough to fill that void? Oh
yes, there's great opportunities out there, and it's an exciting time, especially with us with our RISE FFA career program, where we're bringing in these individuals right out of high school and training them. You have that can-do attitude, that desire to work in agriculture, work for Sunrise, we can train you in the rest. And that's where we're bringing you in and bringing you through that pipeline. You can learn from these tenured employees, this experience. So in the end, when they retire, and great for them, they deserve to retire. I mean, they've put a lot of work in, but it's a seamless transition ultimately to take care of our customer owners, and that's what we're looking for. And things are very exciting. We brought in 14 last year, right out of high school. We're upwards of having currently 42 employees that came to us through our RISE program since 2020. So it's not slowing down. It's a great opportunity and a great route or path to training. In fact, one of the people behind us talking to these young people came through the RISE program, and now they're working here at Sunrise, helping more young people find their way into agriculture as they get out of high school and go on to college, or simply get right into the workforce. Morgan, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here.
Morgan Niedermeyer, Vice President of Marketing with Sunrise. Let's get a check of the weather, brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan Martin.
Clouds will be on the increase tonight. Have to watch for scattered rain shower action over the northern half of the state as we move through tomorrow. Anywhere from a tenth to half an inch of a liquid, with the coverage around 85% of the area north of I-70. We'll dry out a little bit overnight tomorrow night through a large part of Thursday before moisture comes back Thursday night and Friday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thank you, Ryan. Hundreds of Ohio Farm Bureau members gathering in Columbus tomorrow to meet one-on-one with their state senators and representatives for Ag Day at the Capitol. Join the Ohio AgNet as we broadcast live from the event with coverage brought to you by Ohio Farm Bureau. We'll get a check of the markets and analysis coming up next as the Ohio AgNet continues. Farmers, crop consultants, certified livestock managers, and agribusiness leaders. Keep up with the latest trends in agriculture March 10th and 11th at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference at Ohio Northern University in Ada. Increase your knowledge and bottom line with over 60 presenters. Register for the conference today at cttcohio.com and get exclusive access to videos of the sessions after April 15th. CCA and CLM credits included. Welcome back to the Ohio AgNet. I'm Ty Higgins, and market analysis today brought to you by Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky. Learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. Despite the 100 million bushel export demand increase in last week's WASDE report and subsequent cuts to ending stocks, the forecast for corn reserves remain the largest in 7 years for the U.S. The March board has not posted back-to-back lower closes for beans since February 2nd, as trade optimism ahead of President Trump's planned visit to China in April has been the fuel for the rally. Higher cash trade last week indicates continued strong demand for beef, requiring packers to remain aggressive. At some point, though, high beef prices may reduce consumer demand enough to impact the market. Packers are expected to purchase hogs more aggressively as they intend to obtain the numbers they need early in the week. The supply of market-ready hogs remains sufficient, leaving packers a little less aggressive in the cash market. Midday numbers on the Ohio AgNet brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. March corn 3.5 lower at 428 1/4. Soybeans for March up 3 1/4 at midday, 1136 1/4, and July wheat 551 a bushel, down by 6 cents. February live cattle 357 higher at 246.65, and April lean hogs 92.22 up 95 cents. This is the Ohio AgNet.